There was a recent update to PlayStation 4, update 8.0, 8.00000, if you
Yep.
will, where there was a thing about them updating PS4 party chats. So
Mm-hmm.
this initially was put on the official PlayStation blog on October 14th, where they were just like, hey, there's updates to partying and messaging, right? Kind of essentially, you're going to see a notification about party safety and voice chats and parties that your party chat and voices may be recorded. And that it's like a moderation feature that will be available for PS5. So you're going to start seeing it on your PS4, things like that, basically.
That's the key right there, is that all of this was for preparation for the PS5.
Right.
So another feature that this had was like the remote play app that
Right.
updated, and now it includes PS5. So like this update as a whole was like, we're prepping the PS4 for the
Right.
PS5.
So and that is what they say. This PlayStation blog post was made by Sid Truman. And he basically just said the pop-up you're seeing on PS4 right now is to let you know that when you participate in a chat with a PS5 user post-launch, they may submit those recordings from their PS5 console to Sony, Interactive Entertainment (SIE). But I believe in the original post they didn't even say that, and it was just like, party chats can be recorded and stuff now. And then
Yeah.
shortly after that, people were like, "What the fuck's happening? What's going on?" People were freaking out, and things like that. And let me just kind of get through the events of it, and then I'll let you talk about it,
Okay.
if that's okay with you. So they posted that
Yeah.
on October 14th, is what I said, right? October 14th was
Yep.
8.0 update. Okay. Then they clarified on that same update that it was like, for PS5 post launch, so people could report voice chat or whatever. People freaked the fuck out. Okay. Then on October 16th, Catherine Jensen, who is the VP Global Consumer of Global, I don't fucking know, some person VP at Sony, came out, and was like, "Hey, I'll quote her. I don't think I'm gonna read this whole thing, but she was like, PlayStation gamers learned about this new function in an unexpected way following the recent PS4 8.0 system update. We didn't clearly communicate this feature or explain why we were introducing it, and we apologize for that. When the PS5 console launches in November, PS5 users will be able to chat with PS4 users, which is why we needed to include an advisory with the latest PS4 system update. We should have more clearly explained why this function was being rolled out, along with details on how it will work on the PS5 console. So let me walk you through that now." Then she just goes on to say, once the PS5 console launches, if a PS5 player needs to file a harassment report, they will be able to include up to a 40-second long voice chat clip in their report. 20 seconds of the main conversation with the other player, plus an additional 10 seconds before and after the conversation selection. Only the most recent 5 minutes of a voice chat will be available for a player to use for this reporting function. End quote. Okay, so she said that. People were still
Yep.
pissed off, claiming that it's an invasion of my privacy, blah, blah, blah. We'll get into that in a minute. But then, as of yesterday, so when we're recording this, October 17th, PlayStation came out and said on their official Twitter, "Hey folks, just wanted to let you know that we're looking into your feedback on the recent changes to parties on PS4. Thanks for speaking up. We'll keep you posted." Okay,
Yep.
so I'll let you go ahead with that.
Well, I have a lot to say. I have a lot to
Yeah.
unpack. So clearly, this was just a change of language that the PlayStation 4 was displaying to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this has always been the case. I believe this has always been a function. I believe that you always are being recorded, and you always could submit, just like you can submit for text harassment, you could submit the chat harassment, okay? The party chat harassment. It's worth noting that the PlayStation 4 records 15 minutes at a time of what you're doing. And it does that so if you're playing a game and you want to hit the share button, you can go back and you can take the last 15 minutes and you could share that with other people if you did something crazy in your game. So the PlayStation 4 is always recording you, and it's always, on.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not turning the camera on without your permission and recording you, but if you're in a party chat and you're talking to somebody, it's listening, and it could, like they said, at 5 minutes, okay, that's fine. I don't see the big deal. What could you possibly be talking about in a PlayStation party chat that is going to get you in hot water. This became such a meme, Josh. I don't know if you saw it, but like on Twitter, it became a meme where people were like, me and my homies after our PlayStation party chats leak. And it's like 4 guys sitting in a courtroom, and they're all like giving each other high fives. Like, all right, we'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be good. Don't worry about it. Like it became a viral meme. People were being very like serious about this. The comments underneath Sony's tweets, they're all just like, you're spying on us. You're spying on us. You're spying on us. I don't think that's the case. I think this has always been a feature.
Well, I also hate to break it to people, Brett, but everybody's fucking spying on you. You think our phones aren't listening to us right now? Tell you what, brother.
Yeah.
You fucking say, I don't know, I need fucking adult Depends. I need adult diapers because I'm fucking shitting out my anus. I'm going to go on Instagram later, right? And I'm going to see fucking ads for Depends, dude. Okay?
Yeah.
You're always being listened to anyway, but it's the same thing. People complain about my privacy, my data, which I get, right? But that's not what this feature is for. It's not Sony asking for permission to record your conversations in your PS4 or your PlayStation voice chats and then sell that data to then sell advertisements and products to you. That's not what they're utilizing it for. That's what Apple does. That's what Samsung does. That's what Amazon does. Everything. I got a fucking Amazon Alexa sitting right here listening to everything we say right now. You think she's not listening? I'm going to go on fucking Amazon tomorrow and see advertisements for adult diapers. I guarantee you I will. I fucking guarantee you I will. Okay? So it's not a new thing. But like everything, people like to complain about data. And I think there's definitely an argument to be made about the phones and Amazon and Apple and all those things and selling for advertisements. That's a completely separate topic. That's not what this is. If you have a problem with what you're saying in your PlayStation voice chats, right, being recorded and reported for harassment, right, which would only happen with another user, right, reporting you for harassment in a voice chat, right, which you can already do in most games, right, or text chat in games, then there's probably a problem with what you're saying. So if you have a problem, if you're in a voice chat and playing a game with somebody, right, which will probably only happen with somebody you don't know that well, right, reporting you for what you're saying, you might have a problem with what you're saying then. And like everything, people will abuse it and be like, wah, he said I'm bad, blah, blah, blah. Sure. But like, I think what it's more for is like if you're in a voice chat, right, in a party and somebody's not trash talking, but being offensive and actually harassing you, that then you can use that and report it appropriately.
Absolutely. And, this reminds me of something from a couple of years ago. Do you remember the article that came out and it talked about how terrorists were using the PlayStation party chat to communicate with each other and messages because it's not tracked or anything like that? Do you remember hearing this?
Maybe vaguely.
I think it was ISIS. They were using the PS4 or 3 text chat and app on your phone in order to communicate with each other because it was not encrypted and you couldn't get in trouble for it and they couldn't get caught. So that was their primary means of communication was through PlayStation. That leads me to believe, Josh, that everyone that has a problem with this is a domestic terrorist. They all work for ISIS and they all need to be taken out. So they all made themselves very visible. We know who they are. Although I don't like our government, send in the drones, take them out. That's it. We're done.
Okay. I think more likely it's probably, people who are not necessarily white supremacists, but people that are in party chats, using words that they probably shouldn't to people that they shouldn't, or saying things that they probably shouldn't.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know. That's my opinion on it. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. And that I feel like we're going to get shit on for this, and it's probably an unpopular opinion, but I just really would like people to take a moment and think about why you're shitting on us, right? What are you saying in your PlayStation parties with people that you don't want people to hear? What are you saying to people? What are you saying to people?
It doesn't matter what we're saying, Josh. That's our privacy. It's our First Amendment right.
Yeah, but it's also,
dude,
somebody's right to, not be verbally harassed by somebody.
Also, for the record, when you sign up for a PlayStation account, you click I accept on the TOS. They can do whatever they want. So if you don't agree with it, tough luck. You agree to it. So.
Just get rid of your PSN account or don't join a PlayStation party. That's it.
Listen, is it wrong? Is it an invasion of privacy? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But you checked off on it. You can't bitch. And maybe Sony's going to change this, Josh. They said they're looking into it.
I hope they keep it. I hope they keep it.
I think they're going to keep it. They're just going to change the language back to what it used to be, because I sincerely believe this was always a feature.
You might be right.
They've always been able to go back.
You might be right. But I just find it so funny that people are crying so much about it. That's really it. I mean, you think about how connected all of our devices are, and you're worried. And to my knowledge, they're not using it to sell for advertisements, right? They're not doing that. It is for, reporting people for harassment. And it's the same thing the PlayStation 4 already does. It records what's happening, right? So now it's just going to add the party chats to that.
I don't know, Josh. We should have done our research on this one.
You might be right. My bad. Hello, my fellow human being. Thanks for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. Do you know that it's actually part of a larger podcast called Hapticast? Check it out by clicking here.